I said, yeah. I said, if your bitch like this video, she like me.
Yo, if you hear me, I'm back, man. You see what I'm saying? Now look, today we got a little bit more information on the YNW Melly, but this time we got his family perspective on what's going on. Right now, it's a video another YouTuber made, you see what I'm saying, talking about his mom and her involvement in the case. And I hope when I watch this video, ain't nothing crazy happen, alright? You feel me? So, before we get to the video, make sure the first thing you have to do is follow me on Instagram. At I am Mr. Montana, 2 underscores. Then, you have to subscribe to the channel if you are new. Like the video if you haven't already, and make sure you tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tap in. You feel me? And with that being said, let's get to it.
What is good, YouTube? Happy Sunday to y'all. Today we're going to be talking about Jamie King, also known as YNW's Melly's mother.
Okay.
And I got some questions like, what is she doing? But anyways, before I get into that, guys, I want you guys to shoot at that subscribe button.
Facts.
Also, if you would like, hit that notification bell so you know when I drop some interesting videos. So Jamie King, also known as YNW Melly's mother, had recently sat down with the We in Miami podcast. And for those of you that do not know, the death penalty.
Yeah, look at her right there. Where the who y'all want fuck YNW Melly mom do? Where the who? I'll bust her eyes. She lucky me and her not the same age. Boy, I apply pressure straight, put my dick right through them cheekbones. Where the cars?
Penalty for YNW Melly case is still on the table. If he is convicted, YNW Melly will be the youngest person on death row. So let's just keep that in mind, guys. This is a very serious case. So Jamie King has sat down and did a podcast on the We in Miami show. So this is what I do want to say, that she's not currently charged with anything, but she is somewhat the sort of the highlight of this overall investigation. The reason I say that is because her name.
Who is Jamie King, the mother of Melly? Okay, and did you know that at the time? Yes. How did you learn that? I met her in the waiting room. She was there with, I think. Oh, so she probably got something to do with Melly, best friends dying. Her name all through this paperwork. Let's see.
Is mentioned in numerous amounts of paperwork and depositions of whom she is, right? YNW is Melly's mother. So overall, in the beginning of the investigation, she was accused of lying to the detectives about YNW Melly and where his location was.
That's a real mom dukes. Where the cuz? You feel me? I would want my mom to do the same thing. Or my mother, don't get no information to the police that could fuck around and get me in jail. W mom in the chat. Word.
When they finally, wanted to arrest him and look for him. But that's not all I'm just going to talk about here today. So there are rumors that she may be the reason behind YNW Melly actually murdering Sack Chaser and Juvie. I'm not sure that if that's true. That's alleged. That is current.
What I said earlier, I said maybe she has something to do with his best friend's dying, word of cuz. And then a minute or two later, this nigga end up saying it. Get into that, bro. Why is it a theory, though?
A rumor, but it is noted in YNW Melly's case that Jamie King and YNW Sack Chaser, the young gentleman that got murdered, it was documented in YNW Melly's case that an argument had transpired between Jamie King, YNW Melly's mother, and him. In that argument that transpired, she mentioned that her son got big guns. So we don't know if, the argument and the tension between him and his mom, Sack Chaser and his mom was the reason why they got killed. But there's more I do want to talk about, right? So we're going to talk about this 223 song where she mentions it here in the actual podcast
that shit
itself.
Hard. She said, well, what do you want from me? AIs in the 223s, fucking around with B.U.C. I'm high on 500 degrees. Hurry, call the body, but that is not me. We got to on me. But again, yes, on me. That's hard. What she said though?
Directed most of his videos.
Are you serious?
Like Yeah, for real.
Wow.
I actually
Like
did the Melly
223s.
video. That
So I do want to say the 223 song has been brought up multiple times in his investigation because the detectives are simply claiming that Melly has made multiple confessions, right? So when you do have I guess a song related to, a confession, you do want to basically, your defense is going to want to argue is
Just
as
entertainment.
much distance to that song as you can, right?
Yeah.
So when she mentions it here in the podcast, it basically is telling the people like, hey, he is fully accountable of the song. Why? Because he directed it, right? He directed the actual film. So in the song with him and the rapper Glock 9, right?
Fire
It's
song, by the way.
claimed by detectives that he made a confession basically saying, I got two of them. I got two of them, basically referring to a body, right? So his mom,
Got two on me, got two on me. I mean, that could be a reach.
basically solidified that he is accountable of the song, and that song will be used as evidence because this is currently on his docket, this song, right?
Yeah.
Another confession is where he was on a recorded jail phone call where he mentions, man, I ain't got no regrets for what I did, and he uses a gesture where he makes his hand into a weapon and then he fires the gun at his head. So this is just basically the motion that he made. He's firing a gun, right? Mm-hmm. So I do want to say, right, I don't believe she's not dropping an album. She's not writing a book.
Yeah, she's
so
not
I do
promoting
believe
her.
that she shouldn't be making any interviews in relations to this case. Why? It's because there's, Broward is very small. There's only 1.9 million people. They're probably only going to call maybe 200 or 300 people for jury selection in relations to this case. The more publicity that this case gets, the more people are going to think and wonder, who is this kid YMW Melly that keeps coming up on the news? And believe it or not, rather you believe it or not, jurors are not supposed to be searching up songs or anything related to the case because it basically turns into an unbiased decision, right? If they search up YNW Melly's music and they see "Murder on My Mind" as the first song, these juries are going to think, oh, well,
he's a murderer.
There's a chance that he must have, right? So ultimately, it is up to a jury, but I do want you guys to understand, when you are in court, whether you're innocent or guilty for the crime, right? Innocent or guilty, whoever makes the best argument,
wins.
The lawyer or the prosecutor wins the case, right? It's persuasion to the jurors, right? But I'm not going to get...
But yeah, that's all the justice system is about, bro. That's why a lot of people walk away with a slap on the wrist when they do heinous crimes just because they had good lawyers. You feel me? A lawyer's job is to listen to their client, and when they go and find ways to lie, just so their client don't go to jail. Even if their client done did it. Facts. Shout out to all the good lawyers out there, man. Word.
Too much into it. I'll make a part 2 of this video. Guys, let me know what you think. Do you think that his mom should have made a video pertaining to her son or anything at all?
No.
Just sit down and write a book if you do decide. But anyways, I am unbiased about this situation. So, I'm just saying I don't think that she should have. But anyways, drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think.
Well, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. This whole situation is crazy. Like I said in my previous video, bro, I feel as if YMW Melly is in jail, right? And he either has one or two options. Depending on how good his lawyer is, he's either gonna die in jail or he's gonna walk. But the odds in his favor, the odds are not in his favor, bro. You see what I'm saying? And for his mom to even get on the podcast confirming any involvement he had in the making of the song or in the making of the music video 223s, it's kind of her. It's kind of like if I'm the prosecution, I'm gonna see that and be like, well, she's confirming that he has two dead bodies, which would be his two friends that passed away. I cracked the case. I feel as if her going on there was just some clout chaser shit. I ain't gonna hold you. But who am I? You feel me? That's just my opinion. Alright. Anyway, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. You feel me? If you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Keep hitting that like button. You feel me? And keep telling your friends to tell a friend to tell a friend to tap in. You feel me? With that being said, I'ma see y'all niggas when I see y'all niggas. Wow.